Welcome to this Hobbii granny square tutorial. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to make these gorgeous Hobbii basic granny squares. You're gonna need an 8/8 ply cotton yarn, a 4mm crochet hook, and some stitch markers. We're gonna begin the pattern with making a magic ring. And if you're not familiar with the magic ring, please make sure to practice this a lot before you start making your granny square, as it can be quite tricky to get it right. And here you go, we have our magic ring. And now we're gonna be chaining 3, and it's a little hard, but we'll get there. So that's 1, 2, and chaining the third one. 1, 2, 3, good. Now we are going to do 2 double crochets inside the ring, like so. That's 1, and another one right now. There we go. And then we are going to chain 2. Between each cluster of double crochets, we're going to chain 2. Like this. 1 and 2. 1, 2. Now we're going to be doing 3 double crochets into the ring like so. That's one of them. And another one. And another one. And then we're going to be chaining 2. And 1 and 2. All right, now we're going to be repeating that process 3 times, meaning that we're going to create 4 groups or 4 clusters of 3 double crochets. There we go. Now we have 3 clusters, and we're going to do 1 more. So we're going to chain 2 as always, and then make 3 double crochets inside the chain, like so. When we get to the end, which we're almost there, we are actually going to chain 1 and then join with a slip stitch in the 3rd chain. As soon as you're done doing that, you can tighten the thread. Now we're going to move on to actually changing the color, so we're cutting that one off. We're going to be using this lovely little yellow. We're going to make a slip knot. And then we're going to begin round 2 with chaining 3. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we are going to do 2 double crochets. That's 1, and a second one. And then we are going to chain 2 and make 3 double crochets in the same chain space. And that is going to give you your first corner. Now we're going to be doing 3 double crochets in the next corner space. That's 1, that's the second one, and a third one coming up right now. We're going to be chaining 2, and then we're going to make another cluster of 3 double crochets in the same chain space to make our next corner. We're going to be repeating this 3 times, which is going to give you 4 corners and the little granny already starting to look like a little square. And as you reach the end of the round, we are going to join with a slip stitch in the 3rd chain, like so. Then we're going to cut this one off and change to our next color, which is this gorgeous little pink here. Now we're going to start our 3rd round by chaining 3, like so. Then we're going to start doing 2 double crochets. We're going to chain 2 and make 3 double crochets in the same chain space, so we can make that corner space again. And now between each corner, we're actually going to make a group of 3 double crochets. So like so, we just do 1 double crochet, and then a second one, and the third one. And now for the next corner group, we are going to be making 3 double crochets. Then we're going to chain 2 and make 3 double crochets again in the same chain space. Then we're going to repeat all of this 3 times. And remember, you have to make a cluster or a group of 3 double crochets between each corner. Don't forget that, that's quite important. And now we're going to move on to round 4. I'm going to change our color here with a little slip knot. And actually, this round is exactly like round 3, but the only difference here is that instead of making one group of 3 double crochets in between each corner, we're actually going to be making 2 groups of double crochets. And these groups need to be made in the chain spaces that we created in the previous round. And as we approach the end of our round, we're going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain, like so. Now we're ready to move on to the 5th round with a new color. I'm going to make a slip knot as usual, and here we go again. And remember to make 3 double crochet groups in between each chain space you have, obviously between the corners. And here we go. This is it. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel for more inspiration, for more lovely yarns and more pattern tutorials. See you guys soon.